Hey guys, good morning. This is Friday morning. Well, it's actually Friday almost. It's noonish. Normally we do our Saturday gifts and goodies on Friday, so you'll have it Saturday morning. We're not going to get to it today, but I got a video for you. And Heidi and I are running late. We're on our way to the feed store. Just a couple of updates. Kim came yesterday, was able to fix the other banister on the stairs. The old banister that us kids run up and down at our house all of our lives, out of the old house. Kim had saved it after the fire, and it didn't get damaged. And she said, "Dad, you want it? Come get it." It was up in the top of her garage, up in the attic, in the loft. I went and got it, cleaned it, varnished it, well, stained it. And she came yesterday and we installed it, and you'll see that in this video and a little bit of it. Had a great time. Every time little Carter comes, every time, Heidi, Carter comes over to visit, which is all the time, she stops at the little bunny cage and loves on the bunny. The little finger sticking through, and the little bunny rubbing her little fingers, and open the door and pet it. She asked if she happy. But Lex is not real keen on it. I mean, it's fine, but he don't pay much attention to it, or he speak to it now and then. And she said, "What do you think?" I said, "I think that'd be great." You know, she loves it. She's the only one that really spends a lot of time with the little bunny. The little bunny needs that one-on-one. So you'll see that also in here. Yesterday, G give it to her. She was so excited. And Bree come over and got it. And her and Kim back and forth. You know, they're back and forth the way they do, and it's so fun to listen to them. So you can't really get ahead of Kim, but you can't get ahead of Bree either on stuff, because they just go back and forth. We sit on the porch and laughing about it. Anyway, this morning, it's an update also on two spots. She's walking a lot better. Someone said, you know, I'd put another video out that was a little bit older. Somehow I got shuffled around, come out later. Still showed her limping, but she's not limping near as bad. And I checked it this morning, and I think it's going to be fine, because she's walking with her weight on it. She does give a little bit to it, but it's going to take time to heal completely up. Also, I'm hoping this is going to work out good for us, but Miracle, I think, decided she wanted some time with Moses, and vice versa. So I went out yesterday evening. I didn't realize she was ready or in that mood, and she was hanging with Moses. And Ivan, poor Ivan, he don't understand. He's trailing along behind those two. Everywhere she went, Moses went, well, Ivan would follow. So I said, "Ivan, please, son, don't do that. Come on." First off, I was afraid, you know, he may try to interfere with what was going on with Moses and Miracle and get hurt. Moses might hurt him, you know, say, "Hey, get out of my way, boy." So I put Ivan in last night in the corral and fed him and loved on him, and he was very upset with Miracle's acting like she was acting. Moses, Ivan was thinking she's kind of acting trashy, Papa. She's acting trashy. Anyway, we're on our way to the feed store, and Kim went out early this morning. One more little thing I'll tell you. Went out early this morning to drop Woody off to get a haircut. He goes, I think next week, him and little him and little Mick both have an appointment with the vet to be neutered. Both of them, same day. They get to go together. They're buddies. They get to go together. They gonna get done together. So anyway, she wanted to get a little haircut real neat for him. So they went early, and then she wanted to pick up a little toy that she had found a marketplace, her and Kim, for this hot. I'm sweating. we fixed to get going. Marketplace for the little girls, and so at my eyes, we'll talk about that later in another video. A little Kim come down and try to put something together for her yesterday. It was way too big for that room. It just wasn't gonna work out. So she found a little thing on Marketplace, like a little stove, and I'm sure she'll show y'all that stuff on her video. I'm not gonna talk about that much. You know, they want to get that, drop Woody off and pick that up. And so I made breakfast this morning. Yesterday evening I was out during that little rainstorm, and I'm sitting out there enjoying the rain. And I thought there's nothing else to do, you know, that I can do by myself. But I could go in my lab, because I'd watched the video on sourdough biscuits. I went in, got some, and they're using discard. So I had some discard. The sourdough starter, discard. And I made up a little batch of biscuits. Joe had sent me some white wheat flour. Howdy. And I used it along with my sourdough starter and made some little biscuits. And let them sit overnight, and they rose a little bit. You know, I guess the starter, the discard, didn't have as much rise to it, you know, because it done kind of done all that. But still, they were pretty doggone good. I had them for breakfast this morning because when I'm here and I'm in charge, I cook. I get crazy. I cooked eggs, I cooked sausage, and I had those biscuits in a big cold glass of milk. Now I got to work it off. But it was sourdough. So it's supposed to be okay for you. A little bit of sourdough is okay. We're on our way to the feed store. I just want to give you all some updates. So if you'll see this video tomorrow, you'll say, well, where's the gifts and goodies? We're probably not going to get to that today. Still got some stuff we want to work on at the house, and got to go pick up Woody. It's just really a lot of busy stuff going on today. We've been busy all week, actually. And that's a good thing. I love you guys. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. You'll see the stuff I talked about a little bit through here. And that's the updates. The Saturday updates. Maybe we'll call it the Saturday updates. All right, catch you guys later. All right, good morning, folks. Today, I'm going to try to attempt to put another handrail like this one out of this old one that Kim gave me on this side here. To do that,
well, let me say something first, that this handrail came out of the original house.
Yeah.
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 You don't have to film me.
Okay. Well, I want them to know who was talking.
Well, they know me, trust me.
Okay.
But that come out of your old original house.
Same one we had with kids up and down the stairs. Anyway, Kim had put it, when the old house burned, up in her attic of her old garage out of the way, because she's planning on one day maybe using it for a quilt rack or something. She says she never has. So anyway, we're going to try to use it. If it'll work out, I've got to move these little for the bolt to the wall, what you call them, little brackets. Yeah. If they'll work, if they'll move, I don't know. They may not move good. I may have to just completely abandon this idea. But if we do, we've got to furrow out. And when I say furrow out, you can see this wall here is out further than here. We're going to mount to here. So that means I've got to come out with wood, probably hopefully a 4x4 post, and bolt it to here, coming all the way down to the floor. If not, I'll do it something different, and I'll have to do another one in the center, where the center bracket is. And it's too long, so I have to cut some of it off. I'm gonna make sure it's all gonna work first. I want to take them brackets off, make sure they'll move before I do any cutting. If I have to cut, if they don't move, I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna get right back to Kim like it is. So anyway, that's something we gotta look at right now. Anyway, that's our project for right now today. And hopefully we can get it all worked out good. All right, Kim and I, we've got the post set that it's gonna have to mount to. And when it dries, it's rained on them, so it dries, will stain them. And it'll come from up there down attached to these. And there's the only way we can do it to keep it even with that siding up there. So we're gonna put the deals up now. Right, baby?
Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. My heifer. What was that you gave me to eat?
Chicken quesadilla.
Yeah, they was good.
I made them.
Yeah. She come down and fed me
Mm-hmm.
before she made me work. All right, we get started on this other. And I've taken 2 little brackets off. That would be at the top.
You tell them this came out of my house?
Yeah. And it used to be in the old house and I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Had run up and down them stairs a many a time holding on that rail.
The fire didn't touch it. The
No,
fire didn't touch that upstairs staircase.
Upstairs, yeah, no, it didn't hardly hurt the upstairs at all, did it?
No, remember when we got up about where the fan was, the floor was in
Yeah,
that side
yeah.
room was gone.
Yeah, I remember I took that old fan out.
Yep.
That floor was about to give away. I was barely hanging on, taking that fan out
Yeah,
of
I
that
remember
wall.
when y'all went up there the first time to take the fan out? What y'all found up there? Remember those firemen had left it?
That's what?
Those firemen had left it. Some kind of big crowbar.
Oh, I don't know.
Dang on, I think had it.
Oh, yeah, Dan. Leave it to Dan. Anyway, no, I don't
Alright,
remember
so you
that.
took 2 brackets
Yeah,
off already.
because they're going to be moved. That one up there, yonder, will work at the top, Kim.
Okay.
We'll turn it around. And then we'll have to get a mark on here and bring it back down and drill the holes.
Yeah, we have to pre-drill because this is old. We don't
Yeah,
want
it'll have to
to
be pre-drill. I got my drill and everything in here, some screws. I'm not going to use the same old screws.
So let's take a guess. How old is this? When was the house brought down and added an upstairs? 8? Was it in the 19s already when they
The
brought
first
it down?
old house was
was
built.
not a second story.
No, it was out there where Lister's
Right. And it was first
house
story.
is on the sanctuary, and it was just a one-story little house.
And the flood came, and she seen that was dry down there.
Yeah, in 1940.
That's when the second.
Well,
was that when the
that's
whole
what-
house was brought down and the second story was added?
Yeah, 1940, because I had some old aerial photographs in 1939. It was still up on the field, and my older brother said they moved it down, Luke,
No.
in 1940, he thought.
Right.
So they moved it down there.
almost 100 years later.
Yeah. Well, and it was old when they moved it, the part they moved.
That's what I'm saying. When they moved it, it was almost 100 years
Yeah.
old.
Oh, yeah, it was built back like in 1860.
Yeah.
Well, right after Civil War, 65, 66, somewhere through there.
Yeah.
It was 80 years old. Yeah. Then they moved it. Remember when we took it, taking that siding off them old seals? They were all the old original seals that built into the old house.
Yeah, and I know that even after the fire, before the fire, when we were redoing that back porch, remember the back porch always wanted to sort of sag on us, and it was all those stumps.
Yeah,
Cypress stumps.
Cypress stumps they used for house blocks.
For blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The First Baptist Church, the first church built in Plum Grove, the house blocks were cut out of cypress trees back here on the river. And a lot of these shakes and stuff like that too. But I remember back when I was a boy, there were these big stumps along the edge of the water. And I said something to Dad about it. He said, yeah, those were they cut those down. Because there's only 5 or 6 men in the church. And each one donated something. And Grandpa Smith donated the seals and the blocks, all out of cypress. And that's what they cut all them big
It
trees.
won't rot. It'll be there forever.
Yeah, it wouldn't rot out of the weather like that. And they cut them and pulled them out with mules and had somebody cut them like they wanted them cut.
Yeah.
That's his donation, plus the labor.
That's so cool. The history.
Yeah. And anyway, yeah, they moved that old house down or took it apart, moved it down there or whatever they had to take off of it to move it. And added on to it, that's when they put the upstairs on it.
So sometime in this rod was put in.
Yeah.
19, what'd you say?
They
40?
built a house in 40, so yeah, they put it in right then, or they put it in shortly after.
When somebody tumbled because they didn't have anything to hold on to. They
Yeah,
said,
had nothing to hold on to going up, so they had to put that rod on there.
And it made it through the fire. But it was always dark like this. It was stained dark.
Yeah, it was dark.
I mean, whether it was stained or that's years and years of, but it was always dark.
May have been little dirty hand boys running up down the stairs.
Yeah, well, you and Uncle Raleigh and Nuke, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you clean it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it would have had cobwebs and stuff on
No,
it.
yeah, I washed it first. Then I took rags and stuff and bleach and stuff and scrubbed it down and get any kind of mildew might have been on it or anything like that. Then I stained it.
Yeah, this one of the things and it's a couple of doors. That's all we got salvaged out of that old house.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that old fan, anybody ever want to try to fix? My intention was to build a new box, that old fan, make a box fan out of it, that old fan itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's out there in the store in my barn. I just never used it yet.
But it needs a motor.
Yeah.
Well, up until the fire, it worked.
Yeah, the motor still worked, even though it went through a fire. Burnt the wires off of it, but the motor, I hooked it back up when I got home, and it still run. And then the flood come, so I don't know. I haven't even tried it since the flood. You know, it wouldn't last long, even if it did run, because bearings would have full of dirt and stuff in them.
Yeah.
Mud. Yeah, it needed a new motor, but yeah, you can build a good box fan out of it. All right, so you go up, and I'll turn it around, hand that to you, and then we're going to get marks where we need to screw.
Yeah.
And what sticks out up or whatever, we'll take the saw up when we have to get it mounted and cut the ends off to the length we want.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I got it ready. She drilled through my leg twice.
There's nothing I can do about it. It wants to pull that way.
As long as it don't crack and go outside, we're okay.
No, I don't want to do it.
All right, here, back it out. Hand me that drill.
I'm going to go the other.
Hand me the drill with the drill. I get it. Leave all that screwing stuff up to your dad, baby. I can take care of it.
Okay, please.
Well, I did. You put a straight hole to it. Yeah, yours crooked as all
No,
get.
you had it crooked.
No, ma'am. Don't even start.
Dad, you're the one holding that brace telling me where to put the drill.
And you went crooked. It's okay. I forgive you.
I think this whole world knows who went crooked.
All right, now what we have to do on the other
There
end
was a crooked man. He had a crooked leg.
is 2 crooked legs. You
All
know,
right.
I've taught y'all never make fun of people. And y'all come down and make fun of me all the time.
You have made fun of us our entire lives for things, so it's payback.
Well, that's different.
It's
different.
payback.
It's different. You do it to your kids.
All right, so we're going to go up and then we're going to figure out where we cut it off at.
We'll cut it off later.
Why it's installed.
Yeah. We'll get it hooked up. We'll take the saw and figure out where we need to cut it. We'll cut it. Or you will.
Sawdust everywhere. She's not going to be happy.
I'm not worried about a little sawdust. We have a vacuum cleaner here. If we don't, we'll sweep it under the rug or something.
Okay.
We'll
she's
hide
sitting
it.
right there watching.
We'll hide it. All right, should we try to tighten the other one? Rails up. And all we got to do, we'll come back, stain this one to match that one. It goes all the way up. It's nice. G liked it. All right, we're done. We done. And then we're going to stain these posts too.
Where are you going with that table? That's not going to even fit in your car.
Leave me alone.
Put it on the
Leave
back
me
of the golf cart.
Well, that's not going to fit.
It's gonna go in the car.
That rabbit's hanging out now.
It's gonna go in the car.
Look at that rabbit.
That rabbit's happy.
That rabbit's
Fresh
hanging
air.
out. Third row seat.
Be
The rabbit.
quiet!
All I can think is that third row seat in there and that rabbit won't even fit.
Just leave me alone.
It's for little
You're
people.
not gonna get over here and help them be quiet.
I would have brought the rabbit over in my full-size SUV.
I'm gonna cuss you.
I don't care.
I'm gonna cuss.
We don't cuss around here, Levi.
Pull her head off.
Look at that.
Will that close?
I don't need to close it. I'm gonna
I love it.
get back here. Woody, come on.
Now Woody's going to be
Closet
arrogant.
is the rest of his hay and his pellets.
Hay won't fit in her car. I'm playing.
Kim?
Oh!
Oh, that's the end of that chair.
Can't sit all the way back because I have a belly. That's a belly.
Also, I'll bring you that stuff that goes in the bottom, baby,
Okay, what's the other stuff in the closet?
in the closet.
Pellets? Is that what he sleeps
Pellets,
on?
pellets and
Like
hay.
peas
No,
on
the
pellets?
sleeping stuff is in the washroom. I'll take it to her.
And they
Look.
blow up.
If y'all keep getting
They
animals
absorb-
at this rate, my house is going to be overrun soon.
They absorb moisture. That's what they do. Probably put it in little kids' diapers. Hey, that'd work. But he can.
Just lay them in the bottom.
So you just put them down in the diaper. They
No,
go.
you can't.
They go all day.
Roll them.
They go all day.
Carter
That's
just
it.
told me, Gigi just said that Bubba can take Kippy home whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
We don't want that stinking.
No, Kippy's not going nowhere. Kippy's with Pawpaw.
We don't want that stinking Kippy.
Kippy rides with Paw Paw. He's got to stay here. Kippy's ruining my life. Dear me, Moses. Did you get that on video?
Yeah. I sucked joy out of her, and Kippy's taking her life.
Ruining
Ruining her life. Me and Kippy. Me and Kippy.
I hope
Did you take a pill today?
I hope her pills kick in soon so she'll get in a happier mood.
She needs to go take a pill.
No, it's her throat's messed up.
Come on. Let's
Yeah.
go, Carter Lou.
Hey, Bree, you take them little absorbent pellets for the rabbit, put them in their diapers, they go all day. Never change them.
Be picking them out of butt cracks at night, though.
Okay, dear me.
Okay, yeah. Why you gotta be so nasty?
I mean,
I hate
I'm
nasty
just
women.
being a logical thinker here.
Well, bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Gotta go home and set up a rabbit.
We love y'all.
Is that vehicle a sale or a lease?
You better stop talking about my car.
I'm just joking. I love your
You're gonna go out and find all your tires slashed later.
No, please don't.
Come on, Kat.
Look at her looking at that
It's
rabbit.
Yeah.
Far enough.
She loves that rabbit.
Far enough. Come on.
Do you like that rabbit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sleep with it?
Oh, that'll be fun. Just let it run loose.
Saying I love our rabbit.
Look, that cat like the full SUV.
Tell Aunt Kim to kiss your butt real quick.
Don't you say it.
She did.
Loving my leg with your
They have
feet.
a small one that's pink.
What about my back?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh,
It has a
yeah.
sink and a stove and an oven.
I tickle, tickle,
It's,
tickle.
it's just like the one.
I'm not a punk.
Well, now, listen.
Listen.
You are a punk.
I don't
We
think
all
so.
know that.
I don't think so.
Papa knows it. But Papa will tell you a story.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would. I would, man.
Okay, so
I
that's
love
what
you,
you
though.
need to decide. Do you want
That's not a
something big
story.
like that that's going to take up most of that wall?
We had a good rain a while ago.
So where was the little wooden colored one?
Probably for a good hour, just a good little drizzle.
Listen to the
I
way
I
it
didn't like
dim.
that wooden one, and you said it was not, that white one's not bright, but that wooden one looks like wood.
Or Macy. Or Roman.
Yeah.
Visiting with everybody. Heidi. Sound like Woody. Let him out, please.
Yes.
Let Woody out, please. Thank you. Levi, will you bring my phone? Maybe he heard me, maybe he didn't. Maybe not. All right. Oh, he did. Thank you, son. I love you so much. Thank you so much. He did hear me.